Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Ashwin Ramani, your research analyst at SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you all are able to see my screen. I welcome you all to this mid-market live with SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you all are able to see my screen. If you all can give me a heads up in the chat box that मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे so we'll just wait for a couple of minutes till few people join in and then we should be good to go. Rakesh ji, namaste आपको भी. Madhu ji, yes. Good afternoon to you, Madhu ji. Loud and clear. Okay, perfect. Virendra ji, Murthy ji, good afternoon. David, good afternoon to you as well. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, आपको भी. Sudhakar ji, Pankaj ji. Yeah, you can hold Britannia. Murthy ji, absolutely you can. It's good. Okay. Uh, s- so let us start off with the sorry, weekly expiry is painful. Yeah, indeed it is. Not a good market. Also dollar going past the 91 mark. Looks like Rakesh ji, we might hit your target of 95 soon in dollars. The way dollar by rupee is moving in. Nevertheless, let us start off with the mid-market session. Good afternoon, Sridhar ji. So if we look at the US markets yesterday, Dow Jones closed around 0.09% lower. S&P 500 also closed 0.16% lower, while the Nasdaq closed around 0.59% lower. So US markets again saw some profit booking in yesterday's trade. Obviously, there are a lot of key data that is going to be released. One is the non-farm payrolls. I think that will be something that will be keenly tracked, and that will pave the way for Fed's future monetary policy decisions. If you look at Dow futures, that is up 0.43%, so it's indicating a positive start to the US markets today. If you look at the Europe markets, the Europe markets were in green. Germany was up 0.18%. London was the best performing European index, that was up around 1%. And CAC was up around 0.7%. If you look at Eurostox 50, that was down around 0.36%. If you look at the Asian markets, so Asian markets are kind of under heavy selling pressure. If you look at Nikkei is down 1.5%, Hang Seng is down 1.5%. China is down 1.1%, Kospi is down around 2.2%. So there is a heavy sell-off that is seen in the other Asian markets. Relative to the other Asian markets, we have not gone down so much. Nifty is around 0.5% lower, while Sensex is also around 84,800 currently. So we are like around 100 points lower here. So we have the Bank of Japan's important interest rate announcement on Friday. Uh, it can be maybe one of the plays could be the yen carry trade. I think probably the foreign investors would be taking money out, and we've been seeing in the last 11 12 sessions that the flows are going out of our markets, probably to some other markets currently. uh, if we look at the dollar index, so if you look at the macro indicators, yeah, even the Chinese economy is experiencing a significant slowdown. In a way, that is a good sign for us if we are able to capitalize on that. Uh, but I think more than that, it's your our yields are also going up. If you look at the dollar, it's not a very promising sign. I think 91 is no joke. 91 dollar against the rupee. Uh, so you have to pay more rupees now to get to buy $1, and that is only going to keep the FIIs away. and the rise is very sharp. It's not like it's steady or it's slowly, gradually moving upwards. The rise has been extremely sharp in dollar by rupee, and unless and until I don't know if there is something big that is going to happen, or is there something that we don't know that is probably going to happen in a month or so, or in a couple of months. But we have the Q3, then we have the union budget, and with the dollar going up like this, it kind of makes you wonder if there is anything that we are missing out currently. But nevertheless, higher dollar again, it's not going to help our markets. We are only going to see outflows. Dollar index, one positive sign is the dollar index is down. It's at around 97.998. So as long as it is below the 100 mark, nothing major to worry on that. Uh, if you look at the US government bonds 10-year yields, that is hovering around the 4.16% mark. But if we look at the Indian yields, I think post the breakout, it kind of cooled off. So we were up at around 6.66, 6.7. I think then the yields kind of cooled off, and again, it's at around 6.6%. So our yields are kind of attractive compared to equities at the current juncture. So probably there could be realignment of flows from equities to bonds. Uh, Probably we could expect some money moving to the Japanese markets based on whether they go for a rate hike. That is what the market is expecting. But even the Indian bonds are very attractive compared to equities. If you look at especially small caps, they are down, mid caps are down, and even the large caps aren't participating much in this rally now. And none of the sectors are also looking positive, barring a couple of sectors here and there, like your IT, auto, private banks. Even private banks are down today. So there is no broad-based participation from any particular sector currently. One silver lining for us is that crude prices are down. It's at around $56 a barrel. Last 3 days, there is a fall in the crude oil prices. It is a good sign considering the fact that we are an oil importing nation, and dollar is at 91 and crude oil prices at $56 a barrel. Now imagine if crude was at probably 69.70, and with the dollar hitting the 90 mark, I think things would have been extremely different. And Nifty wouldn't have been around the 26,000 mark if that would have been the case. So it's good that crude is at 56, especially at a time when dollar is at around 91. If you look at India VIX is somewhat near its support, that is of around 9.5, 9.6 is where the support is placed for India VIX. So nothing much to worry on that front. So gold kind of saw some profit booking. So it faced resistance around the $4,360 an ounce. While on the downside, I feel as long as it stays above the $4,250 an ounce, the trend is likely to be positive. If we look at silver, so I feel silver is the new gold now. I think silver is around $63 an ounce. Last 4 days, it's been consolidating. I think any move above 64, that is only likely to push the silver prices higher from the current levels. I think the major sign to worry is dollar strengthening against the rupee, because जब तक ये होता रहेगा तब तक markets में शायद यही चलता रहेगा हमारा. If we look at the FII positioning, so FII is again now for the 12th consecutive day, 13th consecutive day, they were net sellers in the cash market. So they sold around 1,468 crores yesterday. And their total outflow in the last 13 sessions now is roughly around 26,124 crores. Relentless selling by the FIIs, no signs of short covering, and FIIs have been taking money out from our markets. This Friday also will have the first fortnightly data for the month of December. So we'll have to see which sectors are seeing strength and which sectors are seeing outflows as far as the FIIs are concerned. So we'll discuss that in the Friday session. If you look at the net index futures contracts, that has gone down from minus 87,000 to minus 1,47,000. Though there was some improvement yesterday from 10.09 to 10.63, mild short covering, I would say, but nevertheless, from 18.7 We have gone down to 10.6. And still, despite the minor short covering yesterday, FIIs continue to hold more shorts compared to long positions in index futures. Uh, so, uh, so we have absolutely no clue as to when this will change. We are past all the positive news: income tax cuts, RBI cuts, GST cuts, Federal Reserve rate cut. RBI has also cut the rates. Now, I don't know, even BR elections were positive. I don't know what is the trigger that the market is waiting for. Mainly, it could be the India US trade deal. There were rumors going around saying that we might have an interim deal with the US. Uh, but again, the final deal will still take some time. So that is the major overhang. I don't, and apart from the story that is evolving in Japan, I think barring these two issues, I don't see any negatives for us. Considering the fact that the last budget was very good, not sure if we could expect any more fireworks in the coming budget, especially with the GST cut already announced, income tax cut announced. I don't think there'll be much on the tax front. But I feel there could be certain announcement from some sectors, particularly. We'll have to also see that there is elections in Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, and Kerala next year. So probably these are some of the states that probably the government could focus on, and probably there could be some benefit or some allocations in terms of money, especially as far as these three states are concerned. So keep that in mind as well, especially when you are uh, looking for any budget specific ideas. Now, if we look at how Nifty is performing currently, so if we look at Nifty, so Nifty yesterday we discussed this downward sloping trend line has been acting as a major resistance. So I think we could see that if we take let me take a brush here. So you could see this was the high. Then again, there was one more high here, and I think Nifty failed to cross this high as well again. So you can see that Nifty slightly has been moving in a lower high formation. So till the time we don't get a break above this, I think up move is kind of ruled out. On the downside, I feel this 50-day EMA is likely to act as a strong support. So that is somewhere around the zone of 25,700. That is an immediate support for Nifty. I think we can progressively move down if the current fall sustains below. So 25,700, 25,750 is where the next support for Nifty is placed. I think if we break below 25,700, then I think we can see Nifty moving towards its 100-day EMA, that is towards 25,450 levels. While on the upside, I feel we need a breakout above this resistance of 26,000. As long as we don't decisively close about 26,000, and as long as we don't see a follow-up move, chances of an up move looks very unlikely. If we look at Sensex, so Sensex again, pretty similar story in Sensex as well. So Sensex again, so this was the first December high, that was the resistance. Then again, there was one resistance here. The last 2 days, Sensex tried to hold steady, but it failed to cross the 85,300 mark. And today again, we are down. So we are below the 20-day EMA in Sensex. So again, for Sensex, around there's 84,300, 84,400. That is the previous swing low. That zone is likely to act as a strong support for Sensex. While on the upside, I feel as long as 85 to 50, 85, 300 is not taken out, chances of an up move is unlikely. I think Sensex needs to break past this downward sloping resistance. Till the time it doesn't, this resistance, this trend line is likely to act as a resistance for both Nifty as well as Sensex. So downside support around 84,400, while on the upside we need a move above 85,200, 85,300 for any meaningful upside. If you look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty has been hovering around its 20-day EMA since the last 4 or 5 sessions. So you could see 9 December, there was choppiness. It closed above, closed below. Again, it closed above, then went higher. then failed to cross the 59,500 mark decisively. Then again, it attempted a move above 59,500. The high was 59,533, but it closed below 59,500. So you can see that Bank Nifty has been unable to move past the 59,500 zone decisively. And again, it has now taken support from its upward sloping trend line. And I think this zone is likely to act as a strong support around 58,800, 58,900. That zone is likely to act as a strong support. I think if we go below 58,800, there could be more pain on the downside. While on the upside, I feel for Bank Nifty, for a revival in Bank Nifty, we need Bank Nifty to move past the 59,500 mark. Because unless and until we don't cross the 59,500 mark, I feel Bank Nifty is expected to remain choppy. So 59,500 is a strong resistance, need a breakout above that. While on the downside, 58,800 is a strong support. I think any move below 58,800 can lead to Bank Nifty moving further down. I think it can move towards 58,300 levels. That's where the 50-day EMA for the index is placed. If we look at the heat map, so IT, if you look at IT, ideally a higher dollar should support IT, and IT we saw it was in a very good traction, good momentum. But because the overall there is weakness in the broader markets, even IT is seeing some profit booking post the pullback that we saw of late. So you can see HCL Tech, Zomato continues to fall. It's down around 3.74%. HCL Tech is down 2%. Infi TCS both down in the range of 1%. Both HDFC and ICICI Bank are relatively flat. But अगर HDFC and ICICI Bank में भी एक selling आता है, तो हो सकता है we could see more fall in Nifty. If we look at oil and gas, no support from the oil and gas space as well. Reliance is up down 0.83%. ONGC is down 1.24%. Coal India is down 0.91%. If we look at the metal space, even Tata Steel is down 1.7%. JSW is down 1.8%. Hindalco is down 1.6. Grasim, again, cement companies are also seeing some profit booking today. Ultratech, Grasim. Ultratech is down around 1.38. Bharti Airtel is the only one of the top 5 heavyweight that is in the green today. It's up 1.11%. Relatively, the auto space is relatively doing better. Mahindra is up 0.37%. Titan is up 0.9%. Bajaj Auto is up 0.35%. In fact, today FMCG was the lone sectoral gainer in the morning trade. All the sectors were in red, barring FMCG. So looks like market participants are preferring the defensive route in this market. Usually FMCG is considered to be a defensive counter. And I feel that is what has happened in the FMCG space. So Tata Consumer is up 1.3%. The ITC and Hindustan Unilever are flat. BL Adani, again, it's down around 1.68%. BL, all the defense stocks are also down. So defense sector continues to move down even further. Indigo is up 0.5%. Axis Bank is down 4%. So Axis Bank was probably the strongest looking stock in the Bank Nifty space. That has also gone down today, nearly 4% down. Bajaj Twins are also down. Shriram Finance is down. The insurance companies are doing well. If you look at SBI Life, ICICI Pruli, HDFC Life, these are a couple of counters that are doing well. Barring that, no support from any particular sector currently. If we look at how the sectors have performed, if you look at the last 5 days performance, you can see almost all the sectors are seeing some profit booking. Metal is that is still positive. It's up around 2%. Healthcare and pharma stocks are seeing some kind of traction. But if you see PSU space, that is down. India Defense is one particular sector that continues to go down. But from a 1 month perspective, IT still continues to be leading the sectoral trend. So IT is up around nearly 5%, auto 1%. So there is a vast difference between IT and auto. IT is around 5%, while auto is up just 0.74%. But if you see the sectors that are down, defense is down around 1% in the last 1 month. Realty is down around 7.6%. Tourism is down around 5%. CPSE is down around 6%. So you can see there is no real participation from any particular sector, barring IT, auto, maybe some pockets of private banks and metals. Maybe barring that, none of these sectors are doing well in this market. If we look at the key stocks to watch out, the first stock that I would want to discuss would be Minda Corp. तो मिंडा कॉप की अगर हम बात करें, so it has taken, I mean, it has witnessed a strong rebound from the 100-day EMA, and for the last 3 days, it was kind of moving in a range, and we could see some steady up move in Minda Corp. There is one major resistance for Minda Corp around the 620 zone. That is the previous resistance for the stock. So if Minda Corp continues to give a breakout above 620, then chances are that we can see an extended up move in Minda Corp with around 585, 590. That zone is likely to act as a strong support zone for Minda Corp. Apart from that, Britannia Industries, though it gave up some gains on an intraday basis, so we saw yesterday Britannia gave a consolidation breakout. There was a strong follow-through move, though there is some profit booking. It had gone until 6,000, near about 6,145, and from there on, it is right now at 6,063. So it needs to close above 6,065. The overall trend is still bullish. I think if it continues, I think it can move towards 6,200 levels with around 5,900, 5,950 acting as a strong support for the stock. Apart from that, even Tata Consumer is one particular stock that is doing well. If you look at Tata Consumer, there was a breakout here, the trend line breakout. Then post the breakout, it went up. And again, the same trend line is now acting as a strong support for the stock. And you could see that in the last 3 days, the stock has kind of moved up higher. So the zone of 1140 is likely to act as a strong support for Tata Consumer. And I think if it sustains, I think it can move towards 1,200 levels in the short term. Apart from that, like I said, even HDFC Life, it saw some movement in the morning trade. And it kind of has given up its intraday gains here. So 772, it had gone until 781. So it's very important that HDFC Life closes above 782. That's a strong resistance for the stock. Any move above 782 can push the prices even higher towards 820, 830 levels in the short term. Apart from that, even ICICI Pruli, so that is also one particular counter that is kind of doing well. So you could see there is a cup and handle formation in ICICI Pruli. So this is your cup and this is your handle, and it gave a breakout. Though you could see a couple of red candles here, but it is able to sustain higher. So around 630, 635 is a strong support for ICICI Pruli. I think any move above 650 can push the price higher towards 675, 680 levels in the short term. So that was about ICICI Prudential. Then I think one another counter that is positive is Jindal Stainless. So we discussed that this stock was kind of consolidating in a range, and it kind of broke out. Then again, it retested its 20-day EMA, and for the last 3 days, again, it has continued moving higher. So I think if it sustains, I think it can move towards 820, 825 levels in the short term. With around 765 acting as a strong support for the stock. Apart from that, one another counter that is doing well is Phoenix Mills. So Phoenix Mills, we discussed yesterday, this 20-day EMA acted as a dynamic support for this particular counter. So it took good support around the 20-day EMA here. It moved higher, it moved until 1800 levels. Though there is some profit booking today, but I feel the overall trend is still intact. Around 1740, 1745 is a strong support for Phoenix Mills. But any move above 1800, that can push the prices even higher, and we can move towards 1820, 1850 levels in the short term. And the last talk that I want to discuss today is Prudent Corporate Advisory Services. So if you look at Prudent, so in the last 4-6 trading sessions now, it has been consolidating in a tight range, and it trades above all the key moving averages. But I think if we get a strong close about 2700, then I feel this stock can break out of this range and move higher towards 2810, 2820 levels in the short term, with around 2565, 2570 acting as a strong support for the stock. So these are the sectors, these are the stocks. So that was all about today's mid-market session. And we'll have one more webinar. So at 4 o'clock, I'm doing an interesting webinar on ratio charts. How do you pick trending sectors, trending stocks? What is it that you should be looking into stocks? So that is happening today at 4 o'clock. So I look forward to your presence. That will happen on SBI Securities YouTube channel. So that's all from today's mid-market session. So let us start off with our question and answer. If you have any queries, any doubts, do let me know in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer them. Cut in STT can boost the markets. Definitely it can. As I understand, RBI and government are part of the long-term strategies, not propping up rupees so that foreign drain occurs before rupee starts up. Also want to reduce USD in our reserve. Probably it could be. I'm pretty sure there might be some plan between the RBI and government, because ideally whenever dollar appreciates, RBI usually intervenes and tries to keep the rate steady. But the fact that RBI doesn't want to intervene also got to do with the fact that we have healthy foreign exchange reserves. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a part of a strategy like you are mentioning. Operation Sindoor is yet to be concluded in coming months. Maybe that could also be a reason. We don't know whether if or not if that is going to happen. Murthy no cut and STT should be removed. Further tax on dividend should be removed since already taxed in the hands of companies. Uh, uh, yeah, probably, hopefully, the dividend distribution tax also gets removed here. Hindustan Unilever, let me see. Avoid Hindustan Unilever for now. The trend is kind of weak. I think the important support is around 2250. If it goes below 2250, it can fall even further. So avoid, I would say, Hindustan Unilever for now. Can hold 28,850. Uh, Definitely there is one support around the 28,850 mark. Because we could see the previous two times Nifty kind of moved up from the same level. If it breaks below 28,850, then I think we can see 25,750 also. Dinesh ji is asking for Astral. Astral, I would say, Dinesh ji, wait until 1480, 1490 gets taken out. That is where its 200-day EMA is, because you can see there was one resistance here, then it tried to move past, then it kind of fizzled out. Then again, this 200-day EMA was acting as a resistance. I feel wait until 1480 is taken out. I think once it goes above 1480, then chances are that Astral can keep moving higher. Which are the insurance companies that can benefit from insurance mills? Probably it's my fundamental team that could answer on that part. But nevertheless, all these insurance companies are kind of doing good. I'm to be honest, I'm not aware of which insurance companies can benefit from the insurance bills. Probably my fundamental team would be a better place to answer that. But purely looking at the charts, the insurance companies have started to do well. Like if you look at ICICI Prudential, HDFC Life, all these insurance companies are doing well, and I heard probably they are going to allow 100% FDI in the insurance space as well. So there are some talks going around. There are some rumors that are floating in the markets that is kind of probably weighing on the sentiment here. David asking for BL. Yeah, BL is kind of see, the overall defense space is kind of down, David G. So I think if you're holding BL, then probably you can hold until 375. That is where the 200-day EMA is placed. But I think any move below 375, that is likely to push the price down even further. Uh, so if you're holding BL, then around 375. Almost all the defense companies are probably not outperforming. So you look at BDL, Musgao Dock, Cochin Shipyard, BL, all the defense counters. If you see from the last 1 month, defense is down around 10%. So it's better to avoid BL. Or if you're already holding BL, then probably around 375 is what you can consider as a support. Yeah, government policy on nuclear reactors for supply of power to data centers, which companies are likely to benefit. I think they are inviting a lot of private teams now. So we'll have to wait and see which companies, file for a tender. I think that will kind of give us cues as to which companies can kind of benefit. Uh, Nuclear reactors for supply of power, probably it could be some power generation companies, but it has to be a big name. But I think we'll have to wait and see which companies file for a tender. I think there is still discussion that is going on in the parliament. I'm not sure if the bill is passed. I'm not sure on that. I think the opposition has kind of expressed their concerns over allowing private players to be part of the nuclear policy. So we'll have to wait and watch as to how that pans out. Uh, TK, any other questions, guys? Do let me know in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer them. Any other queries? And guys, like I mentioned, so today evening again from 4 to 5, we will have a webinar on ratio charts, how to find sectoral opportunities on ratio charts. So do attend that. It is going to be an interesting session that is happening from 4 to 5 today on SBI Securities channel. Praj Industries, it's a good long-term play. But it's still recovering, I feel, but it's good. I think if it's able to, maybe you can go for a staggered approach in Praj Industries. Maybe around 300 is where the initial support is. Rather than going in all at one go, maybe you can go for a staggered approach in Praj Industries. There is some good volume buildup as well in the last two sessions. So hopefully 300 is where the immediate support is for the stock. Root Mobile, let me look at Root Mobile. Avoid Root Mobile. There are no clear signs of trend reversal. So around 640 is where the support is. I think 640, 650. If it goes below that, I think there could be more pain. So avoid Root Mobile for now. I think Praj Industries might be a better option out of the two currently. Infi is good. See, there is some profit booking, but I feel Infi it needs to take out 1630 on the upside. And I think once 1630 is taken out, chances are that Infi can move up higher. BL is getting continuous. So BLC is fundamentally nothing is wrong with BL or HAL, Musgao Dock, Cochin Shipyard. See, over the last 1 year, due to elections, the orders were kind of getting delayed for the defense companies. I'm pretty sure defense companies will be back in focus in the month of Jan. I'm hoping there'll be like more allocation for the defense sector, and basis that all the defense companies will start reacting before the budget happens. Uh, Fundamentally, it's good, though there is a short-term weakness in this counter, but from a long-term perspective, BL, HAL both are good defense counters. L&T, BHEL, NTPC, besides Adani and Tata Group, can be nuclear power players. Hopefully, uh, It could be one of Dani and Tata, and maybe yeah, even L&T, BHEL, NTPC. We'll have to wait and see. I think there'll be some company. I think we'll start getting bid soon for the orders, and we'll see how that pans out. I think it is a very interesting area. I think that could significantly have a good impact on their revenues for anyone who gets to be part of the nuclear program here. Mrs. Bector Foods. Uh, See, it kind of broke above the trend line here, but I still feel as long as 280 is not taken out on the upside, chances are that Vinay Ji Bector Food can underperform. But any move about 280 is likely to be positive. The price can keep moving higher if 280 is taken out. I think there was one resistance from this 200 EMA here. But I think if we move about 280, then chances are that we can kind of move higher. Yeah, MTAR Tech can also bid. Probably it could be some defense names or big infra companies. But none of the companies is showing any traction because ideally, if the news has come out yesterday, at least your defense stock would have reacted to that today. But none of the defense counters are kind of reacting to it. Even L&T for that matter, there is no reaction in the L&T space. Even BHEL for that matter, no reaction there as well. Even if you look at NTPC, no reaction there. Ideally, you would have seen particular stock reacting to that announcement. But even Adani Enterprises are down. Even MTAR Tech for that matter is kind of down here. So we still yet to have a clarity on that. Because if ideally, if market would have kind of factored in which stock would benefit out of that, and we would have seen that in the price movement today. But none of the stocks are showing any sort of momentum today. Or I think so. We'll have to wait and watch. Let's see which company actually gets benefited from this. Again, that company will also be a long-term play. हो सकता है probably one of the defense names. It could be Adani or Tata Group. So we'll have to wait and see. Any other queries, guys? So I guess there are no other queries. So we'll wrap up today's mid-market session and see you again at 4 o'clock, guys, for the webinar on ratio charts. So we'll see what are ratio charts, what does it mean, how to pick trending sectors from the ratio charts, how to find stocks from those sectors. So all that we'll discuss at 4 o'clock today. I think that will happen on SBI Securities YouTube channel. Until then, bye guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon at 4 o'clock. Bye guys, take care.